Hello, everybody. Welcome to your 7th grade YouTube holiday packet thingamajigger. I apologize to all those of you that have been trying to get onto these videos because I haven't had them up, but I have a pretty good excuse. It's vacation and I've been a little busy. Um, as you can see. So I am in Florida and I don't have my stylus pen, which is why the secret word is stylus. So I'm going to be writing with my fingers, and I apologize, my bad handwriting is going to get like 10 times worse. I'm also not going to go over every single problem. I'm just going to go over some of them. So for those of you that are trying to be slick and just copy everything, I actually want to see what you're able to do on your own. Alright, so let's start off with our very first problem. We got 4 minus negative 9. That is a basic integer problem. This is me drawing a picture with my fingers. This is like an elevator starting on the 4th floor and then going down 9 floors. One of the major strategies we used in the integer unit was the go to a friendly number strategy, or go down to 0. So I'm going to go down 9, but not all at once. First, I'm going to do 4 minus 4 is 0, and then I have 5 left over to go down, so I'm going to go down 5, and that would give an answer of negative 5. I'm going to skip B, I'm going to skip C, but I'm going to go to D. A big part of the unit involved knowing what to do when we add a negative number or subtract a negative number, and we watched the movie, well, part of the movie Up, to give us a way to think about it. So this problem says 6 minus negative 2. Subtracting a negative means we're subtracting weights. So really, this problem, even though it's subtraction, is going to go up 2. And an equivalent expression would be 6 plus 2. And this problem would start at 6, go up 2, and would land at 8. Whole finger stylus. Alright, I'm going to skip E and F and go to G, because G is another one that kind of reverses direction. It says 4 plus negative 7. Since we're adding a negative, it means we're adding weight. And adding a weight means we're going down, even though addition normally means to go up. This problem is identical, or equivalent, to 4 minus 7. So if we set that up, I'm going to start at 4. I'm going to go down 7, but again, since I'm going to 0 first, I'm going to start like that. Hit 0, got 3 left over, and that gets us to negative 3. Alright, these problems on the back are a little bit more like the state test level, because in 7th grade you have to add and subtract fractions. So I'm going to skip I and do J. So when you're adding or subtracting fractions that have unlike denominators, you have to make the denominators common first. So I'm going to take 2/3, and I'm going to write an equivalent fraction out of sixths, because we're subtracting 1/6. And I know I can do that by multiplying 2/3 by 2 over 2. 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6. And now I can rewrite this problem like this. Negative 4/6, that's a 6, minus 1/6. Okay, so that means that we're going to start at negative 4/6. It's a fun word to say. So I'm going to put 0 up here just because I know we're starting below it. We're going to start at negative 4/6. And then we're subtracting 1/6, so we're going to go down 1/6. With negatives, when we're going down and we're already in the negatives, we're going to get farther away from 0, so the number goes up and you end up with negative 5 over 6. And then let's look at L. L's a little tricky. So I think the first thing to figure out is this going up or down? And since we're subtracting a negative, it's like we're subtracting weights. So this is actually going up. So I'm going to keep it in decimal form, but you could also rewrite the problem like this. Negative 4 tenths minus negative 6 tenths. But again, I'm going to keep it in decimal form. I'm going to start down here at negative 4 tenths, and then we're going up 6 tenths since we're subtracting weight. So first I'm going to go up to the friendly number 0, and then I got 2 tenths left over. And that would be the answer. The answer would be 2 tenths for L. The next one I'm going to show you is N. That says 4.5 minus 5 3/4. Again, can't really do much if the denominators aren't the same. So one way to solve this problem would be to change 4.5 to 4 2/4. But I'm going to solve it in decimals. You can do it however you want. But I know $4.50 is the same as $4.50. So 4.5 is equivalent to 4 50/100. And then 5 3/4 is like 5 3/4, or 5 75 cents. From there, I'm going to put these on a number line. Start at 4 50/100, subtract 4 50/100 to get 0, and then I just got to go down what's left of the original $5.75. And we have $1.25 left, so I would get negative 1 25/100. And again, if you kept it in fraction form, your answer could have been negative 1 1/4, or probably negative 5/4. Someone probably got that. Alright, and last one I'm going to show is P. So for that one, you could keep it in decimal form. You could also change it to negative 4 2/10 minus 7 8/10. But I'm just going to keep it in this form. And I see that we're starting below 0 at negative 4 2/10. And then it says minus 7 8/10. So I know in this problem we're actually going down more. And in a way, that's like addition, because we're going farther away from 0. So if I add these two decimal numbers together, I'm going to get 12, or 12 0/100. And we're going farther away from 0, so we're negative. And the answer is negative 12. Alright, I hope this was helpful, and continue on your journey throughout this packet.